At the age of 9 years, he lost his mother. His father did not have any interest in education. He never wanted his children to study. After his wife's death, he married a divorcee. This stepmother saw that he went to school. His stepmother loved him, and so did Abraham, loved his stepmother dearly. Abraham Lincoln is famous for the efforts he took to preserve Union. He is famous for the role he played in abolishing slavery in America. One of the greatest presidents of the United States of America, the Abraham Lincoln, was born on February 12, 1809, near Hodgenville, Kentucky, U.S., and died on April 15, 1865, in Washington, D.C. But before dying, he did wonders for America. He not only preserved the Union during the American Civil War, but brought about the emancipation of enslaved people in United States of America. Abraham Lincoln is considered by the Americans as the greatest president of US, though they consider George Washington father of the nation. Abraham Lincoln was born in a poor family to a poor father in Kentucky and grew up as a poor child. When he was only 9 years of age, he lost his mother and his father to marry a divorcee later. Life of Abraham became harder after losing his mother. Lincoln had only 1 year of formal schooling, but he was a good reader and he could read books at the age of 7. His hard work and self-education and self-reading rose him to become a great lawyer and the 16th President of the United States. But his presidency was defined by the Civil War. He worked hard and led the Union to victory, and worked still harder to heal a divided nation. This great president who abolished slavery was born on February 12, 1809, in a log cabin on the sinking spring farm in Hardin County, Kentucky. But later on, his family moved to Indiana in 1816 and then to Illinois in 1830. His father was not interested in his education, and after his mother's death, Abraham had to leave his school and had limited formal schooling. But he loved reading and studying, and he was largely a self-educated person. After the death of his mother, Nancy Hanks, in 1818, Abraham Lincoln saw the unhappiest period of his life. Thereafter, Thomas Lincoln, his father, married Sarah Bush Johnston, a widow with 2 girls and a boy from her first marriage. But she was kind enough to Abraham Lincoln, and very soon she became fond of Abraham. Abraham, too, loved her as she started taking care of his education. Abraham referred to his stepmother as his angel mother. Though Abraham had a lot of interest in reading and learning, he had little money to buy books. His neighbors later recalled how he used to walk slowly for miles to borrow a book, and at one time he himself had said that his surroundings provided absolutely nothing to excite ambition in him for education. Both the parents were absolutely illiterate. In March 1830, Abraham moved with his family to Illinois. Now he was 21 years old, a lanky, 6 feet 4 inches tall. He was muscular and physically powerful, good-natured, though somewhat moody, a personality which could easily attract friends. In Illinois, Abraham Lincoln started clearing the forest as his father wanted to settle down in Illinois as farmer. Though Abraham Lincoln had no such thought of becoming a farmer, he helped his father in clearing the forest and fencing the new farm at Illinois. From time to time, he worked as a storekeeper, a postmaster, and as a surveyor. In 1832, he established himself as a volunteer in the Black Hawk War and was elected as a captain of his company. Later on, he studied law and became a lawyer and entered politics as he aspired to become a legislator. First attempt never went his way and he was defeated in his try, But later on, he was repeatedly elected to the state assembly, serving in Illinois state legislature and the U.S. House of Representatives for years. As the time passed, with experience, he became a seasoned lawyer, earning more than what the governor and the judges used to earn. It is said that after successfully defending the company Central Railroad, Illinois against McLean County to tax its property, he received the largest single fee of his legal career. That was $5,000, which used to be a fantastic amount those days. After 20 years of starting his legal career, Lincoln became one of the most distinguished lawyers of his time. He was noted not only for his shrewdness, but also for his invariable fairness and honesty. Lincoln married to Mary Todd on November 2, 1842. Mary Todd came from a renowned aristocratic family of Kentucky and had 4 children. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected as a president and thereafter triggered secession of southern states, leading to civil war. Abraham successfully led the Union to victory, preserving the nation and freeing enslaved people with the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. He was re-elected in 1864. Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate sympathizer at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. on April 14, 1865. Many thought Lincoln was a martyr. The assassination took place on Good Friday, and on the following Sunday was Black Easter. Assassination Day was also a crucifixion day. Somebody said Jesus died for the world. Abraham Lincoln died for his country, and this won him a kind of sainthood. His legacy continues to inspire even today. His commitment to equality, justice, and the preservation of union made him great. Please subscribe.